Belasco, the Demon Lord of Limbo, has trapped Sunspot, Karma, and Warlock in the Insane Asylum. Can they escape? Pull up a chair and let's find out. The mastermind in today's game is Belasco, the Demon Lord of Limbo. He has a special rule at the top. Belasco gets plus attack equal to the number of non-gray heroes in the KO pile divided by the number of players rounded down. So however many non-gray heroes there are in the KO pile, you divide that by the number of players, which is in this case 1 because I'm playing a solo, and that's his plus attack. So basically every non-gray hero in the KO pile adds +1 to his attack, and his base attack is 9. He always leads the Demons of Limbo, and I do have them in the villain deck because I haven't played with them yet, so I wanted to show them off in today's game. And then his Master Strike, if it's Sunlight, each player KOs a non-gray hero from the discard pile. Moonlight, each player has a Waking Nightmare. KO heroes discarded this way. And to me, I've played against him a couple of times, and I feel like Sunlight is a little bit less damaging than the Moonlight is. And that's because, like, if the very first card of the villain deck happens to be a Master Strike, I don't have a discard pile, so I don't have to KO anything. Also, I don't have to do a Waking Nightmare, so I don't have to discard a hero out of my hand to mess up my hand. And so those are a couple reasons why I think it's better in Sunlight, but, you know, eventually cards are going to get KO'd that are non-gray heroes. But anyway, that's just kind of my strategy. I'm going to try to keep it Sunlight as much as I can. And right now on the HQ, they're all even numbered cards, so that means the HQ is going to be Sunlight probably for a while. Okay, let's move on to the scheme. Trapped in the Insane Asylum. Set up 1 twist plus 2 twists per player. So that means the villain deck only has 3 twists. And the twist is you face a sanity test. Either keep this twist in front of you as a psychotic break, or discard a card and pass this twist to the player on your left, and that player faces a sanity test. Well, I am the player on my left. So essentially, when a scheme twist comes out, I have to put it in front of me in a solo game as a psychotic break. And we're going to drop down to Evil Wins. Evil wins when a player has 3 psychotic breaks. So that means that these scheme twists in this scheme are going to act kind of like a timer. And if the 3rd twist in the villain deck is up towards the top, this is going to be a quick game because it'll be over with as soon as that 3rd twist comes out. If the 3rd twist happens to be down below toward the bottom, then I maybe will have some time to attack Belasco and maybe win the game before that 3rd twist comes out. So it's going to be a race against the scheme twist coming out of the deck, basically. And I'm going to go back up to the special rules. On each of your turns, before you play other cards from your hand, you must play 2 randomly selected cards from your hand for each psychotic break you have. Okay? So I'm going to deal out my starting hand and then we'll get started. Now, as I said earlier, the 3rd scheme twist, whenever it comes out, the game will end. And so, just so that you'll know that I haven't put all 3 of the scheme twists at the bottom of the villain deck, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this a little bit on camera so that you can see that I'm not stacking the deck in any way to favor myself. Okay? And then I'll give it a little cut here. All right. So let's go ahead with the first card of the villain deck, and it is going to be Witchfire, Ambush, and he captures a hero from the HQ with the lowest odd numbered cost. Well, I don't have a hero in the HQ with an odd number cost, so he doesn't capture anybody. But in Sunlight, he does get +2 attack, so he has 6 attack right now. And as you can see in my hand, I've got 4 recruit and 2 attack. So with that 4 recruit, I think I'm going to go ahead and get this Absorb Radiation Sunspot for 2. And then I'll just get this other one for 2. And then that way, if a Master Strike comes out, I can get rid of one of those, and it maybe, I mean, I don't want to lose them, but maybe it won't hurt so bad as losing like this 4-cost Karma or this 4-cost Sunspot. All right, I'm going to draw back up to 6. Okay, next card, and it is a Sentinel. And by the way, they are the henchmen in this villain deck, the Sentinels. So, good. I'm glad we're not seeing any schemes yet. Got 4 recruit, 2 attack again. And so this time with the 4 recruit, I think I'm going to go ahead and get this temporary possession Karma. And still in Sunlight. And the good news is, I'm going to have to shuffle up to draw, so I won't have a discard pile. So if a Master Strike comes out, it won't have to KO a hero. But I'm going to shuffle up and then draw up to 6. Okay, next card, and it is Crotus. He'll come in. He does have an ambush effect. He captures a bystander. All right, and then he puts an even-numbered hero on the bottom of the hero deck. And it may be a while before I can get this 6-cost hero, so I'll put that on the bottom of the hero deck. And so we have our first odd number hero come out, but we're still in Sunlight. And he does have, his Moonlight effect is he gets +4 attack, but we're in Sunlight. So if I can hit him for 3, I can get this bystander. And let's see, I do have this, I'm going to go ahead and play this temporary possession Karma right here. So guess a color and then reveal the top card of the hero deck and put it back on the top or bottom of that deck. If you guessed right, you get +2. So I'll guess black, I guess, whatever this tech is. And it is red, so I don't get the +2. I do have 3 attack. It is enough to hit the Sentinel up here. But I think before I hit that Sentinel, I'm going to spend 4 recruit to get this solar-powered Sunspot. And then I'll hit this Sentinel for 3. And it does have a fight effect, KO one of your heroes, and I'll KO this shield agent. And he's a gray hero, so he won't add an attack to Belasco, okay? I'll discard and draw back up to 6. Okay, next card. And it is a Master Strike. So, I do have some colored heroes in the discard pile. And 2 good ones, unfortunately. I guess I'll KO this Karma one because it is Sunlight. And then when a Master Strike is played, you got to play the next card of the villain deck. And is another Master Strike, so I'm going to have to KO my solar-powered Sunspot. So I just spent a lot of recruit on those 2 and I lost them. That is not cool. I said that was the least damaging one, but I don't know. I kind of wish now I was in Moonlight, but that's what it is. So it was a Master Strike, and the next card of the villain deck is another Master Strike, but I don't have any more colored heroes in my KO pile, my discard pile, so I can't KO them. But it was a Master Strike, so I'll play the top card of the villain deck, and it is Sim. He does have an ambush effect. Each player, it's Sunlight. And so each player reveals a fist hero or a strength hero or gains a wound. I don't have one, so I gain a wound. All right? It's a spreading nanovirus. Okay. So back to my turn. 4 recruit and 2 attack. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this solar-powered Sunspot for 4. And then the 2 attack won't do any good. So I'll discard and draw back up. Okay, next card in the villain deck. And it is a Scheme Twist. And so as you know, the sanity test is to either put it in front of you to psychotic break or pass it to player on your left. Discard a card, pass the player on the left. I am the player on my left, so that's the first twist. I'll put a card underneath my deck. And I'll just put this Earthling Choices Warlock underneath. All right, and we're still Sunlight. Okay, let's see here. This wound says you may have the player on your left gain this wound. So I really can't do anything with that. But it is Sunlight, so I'm going to play my Absorb Radiation Sunspot to draw a card. Then I'm going to play my other one to draw a card. Okay. And then I have just basic starter cards. So I have 4 recruit and 3 attack. And I think with my 3 attack, he's only 3 attack because it is in sunlight. And that's a moonlight, gives him +4. And so I will go ahead and just hit him for 3 because I can rescue this bystander, which patrol the sewers if it's empty. Patrol the sewers if it's empty, get +2 recruit, but there is a villain in the sewers, so I don't get that +2 recruit, but I do get the bystander. Okay, that's my attack. And then my recruit, I'm just going to get this temporary possession karma, I think. All right, starting to move back towards moonlight. Draw back up to 6. Okay, I just want to mention I did have the psychotic break here, so I was supposed to play my first 2 cards at random. I didn't do that last turn. I don't think it would have made much of a difference. Because I didn't really have anything that comboed off of each other. But I've got my hand dealt out this way so that this time I'll remember to play my first 2 cards randomly. Okay, the villain turn, and it is Nastir. He doesn't have an ambush effect, but in the sunlight, which it is, you have to spend 3 recruit in order to hit him. Okay, so my first 2 cards have to be played randomly. So we have a trooper and an agent. All right. And then let's see here. I do have the solar powered Sunspot. I can put a card underneath to give it 4, but then that would only give me 5 attack. And I could hit Nastir to be able to KO a hero, and I may do that. I think I'll just play him down normally without putting anything underneath. So I got 3 attack, but actually I'm not going to hit him. I'm not going to hit anybody this turn because I do want to recruit. And I think I want to recruit this Rivalry Karma here for 3. All right, so that'll do it. Okay, next villain card is a Sentinel. Okay, good. I just don't want to see Scheme Twist right now. Don't want to see them because 2 more and I lose. Okay, so my first 2 cards I do have to play at random. And so, temporary possession karma. Guess the color of the hero deck. I'm going to say it's black or whatever this tech color is. And no, it's red. So I only get 2 attack for that. And then the next one is a shield agent. Okay, good. So now I can play normally. I'm going to play this Absorb Radiation Sunspot. It is in sunlight, so I get to draw a card. Okay. I'll play down these 2 recruits that I have here. And then the Rivalry Karma. I did play a covert ahead of it, so I can choose a villain. You get +1 for each villain adjacent to it. I'll just choose Nastir, so I get +1 for Sim and the Sentinel. So I have 6, 7 attack, and 4 recruit. So I'll just go ahead and recruit this 3-cost Analyze Planetary Rotation, I think. And so that's my 3 recruit. And then for my 4, 5, 6, 7 attack, well, I can hit Sim for 7, or the Sentinel for 3, or Witchfire for 6. But I'm just going to go ahead and just hit him for 7. Okay, and I'll discard and draw back up. Okay, villain turn. It is a bystander. Okay, so I played my first 2 cards at random. So we'll play this, which is an agent, and this, which is a trooper. All right, you got the wound that's not going to do me any good, and that I can't really get rid of. Okay, so I've got 2, but I'm not going to use the sunlight ability on this solar powered Sunspot. So I got 3, 4, 5, and so 5, I'm going to hit this Sentinel for 3 and rescue the bystander. I can KO one of my heroes. I'll KO one of my troopers this time because I still want to recruit some. And I can't recruit anything because I've only got 1, so I'll discard and draw back up. Okay, villain card. And it is the other Nastir. Okay, so he'll come in. He doesn't have ambush effect. So we'll go to my turn, and the first 2 cards have to be played at random. And we'll just do this one. It's a trooper. And this one, it's an agent. Okay. Let's do it like that. I'm going to play my Absorb Radiation Sunspot to let me draw a card because it's in sunlight, so I can draw a card. And I'll do the other one. It'll let me draw a card, and it's the Wound, which does me no good. But, so I've only got 1 attack, but I do have 6 recruit. And so with that 6 recruit, I'm going to go ahead and take this Thermokinetic Fury Sunspot. Okay. This card and draw back up to 6. All right, villain turn. And it is the Scheme Twist, so it'll come down there. That's 2 out of 3. So that's unfortunate. I've got to put a card at 6 or less under the deck, and I'll just put this recruit one here. So I've really got to hustle now to try to hit him 4 times before that last Scheme Twist comes out. And now I got to play 4 cards at random. All right, so I'll play this one, which is the Analyze Planetary Rotation. So it's in sunlight. That's going to be 2 recruit, and then a trooper for 2, an agent for 3, and another agent for 4. All right. So I've got 4 recruit and 4 attack. I'm not going to hit anything because actually I know I have that So Rivalry Karma hopefully coming up. So I want to keep villains next to each other to get more damage. So with this 4 recruit, I think I'm going to go ahead and take one of these Temporary Possession Karmas. All right, I'll discard and draw back up. Okay, the villain turn. Hopefully this is not a Scheme Twist. And it's not, it's a Sentinel. Good, so I stay alive. I've got to hit him 4 times though. We'll have to see what happens. First 4 cards have to be played at random. So do that one, which is an agent. That one, which is Temporary Possession Karma. Guess a color, then reveal the top card of the hero deck. Let's go with blue. Nope, it's black, so she only gets 2 attack. And then the third random card is the other one. So I'm going to say black, and it is. So I get 4 for that. And then, oh good, so those came out perfect. So choose a villain, you get +1 for each villain adjacent to it. I'm going to choose this Nastir in the middle, so I get +1 for those 2. So this Rivalry Karma is 4. This Temporary Possession is 4. And then the other Temporary Possession is only 2. I got 1 recruit, and these came out perfectly this time because I'm going to play Thermokinetic Fury Sunspot. And you have to put a card under your deck to be able to put this Thermokinetic Fury in play. And so I'm going to put this, I haven't played this one yet. It wasn't one of the randomly played ones. It was the other one that was. So this is technically still in my hand. I'm going to put this under my deck so that I can play that Thermokinetic Fury Sunspot. And so he has, and it is sunlight. So I get +1 for each other X-Men hero I played this turn. So he's going to be a total of 7 attack. So I've got 6 and 4 is 10, 17 attack. And Belasco right now is worth 11 attack. So I'm going to go ahead, So I actually have 6 leftover attack. And so that's going to be enough. I'm going to hit this Sentinel. No, not yet. I'm going to hit this Witchfire for 6 because it is sunlight. And so he's going to be 6. And then I'll have 11 left over. So I'm going to hit Belasco one time. Okay, and that tactic says reveal cards from the hero deck equal to the number of players. Gain one of them and KO the rest, okay? So, reveal cards from the hero deck equal to the number of players. And it is this Analyze Planetary Rotation. Gain one of them, KO the rest. I can't KO anymore because there aren't any more. All right. So that's it for this turn. I'll discard and then draw back up to 6. All right, the villain card. It is a Master Strike. So I do have cards in the discard pile that can be KO'd. And I'll KO this Analyze Planetary Rotation that I picked up. And because it was a Master Strike, I have to play the top card of the villain deck. And it is the Scheme Twist. It's the 3rd one. Whenever a player has 3 psychotic breaks, and I do, I lose. Well, it wasn't at the bottom, but there were only 4 cards left. It really hurt to lose these 2 heroes right here early in the game to those Master Strikes. But, I mean, that's how I played. I only got to hit him one time. But that's a tough scheme solo. It probably really is best to play that one in multiplayer, so that you can pass the psychotic breaks around, and, you know, pass the scheme twists around, and you don't have to pile up on psychotic breaks like you have to solo. But I just wanted to show it off because I've already played Crash the Moon into the Sun when I played Ember Frost. And then I know there's some other channels that did the Demon Bear Saga, so I didn't want to do that one. And so I just decided to go with Trapped in the Insane Asylum, and this is what it is. I lost after those rounds, but you see how this one works in solo, and so maybe you want to give it a try yourself, see if you can beat it before that 3rd scheme comes out, or just play it multiplayer. But whatever the case, thank you for watching, and if you did like this video, please consider to like and subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for any more videos that I may have coming out, and I will have some more coming out. But again, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll save you a seat at the table.